Focusing on the word in James chapter 4:13, according to the Bible says, "Come now, you who say, tomorrow we will go and do such and such a city, spend a year there, engage in business and make a profit." But verse 14 breaks it down. It says, "Yet you do not know what your life will be like tomorrow. We are like a vapor that appears for a little while and then vanishes away." Translation, a life can be like a puff of smoke. Let me ask you a question. Do you know God's plan? Do you know God's master plan, what he designed before you were born? A lot of us, be honest, we don't know. And just because we don't know God's plan, it is very imperative. It's very important. It's the most important thing that we could do is to be connected to him and seeking him with our whole heart to find out his plan. Because guess what? We don't know the day or the hour that's going to be our last breaths. Think about that. On your deathbed, taking your last breath. All the money in the world is not going to be important because it does not solidify your presence in heaven. It doesn't keep you out of hell. All of the things that you think, luxury cars, the finest ladies and the handsome men or buff men or whatever you might desire in this earth, it will not matter in your last breaths. And a lot of people think we have time. We have time. We have tomorrow. We have next week. We have all these, but I submit to you, you don't know how important the plan of God is about you submitting to him. Let me give you an example. Saul, that turned into Paul. Paul the apostle. He was the last person that you think that could be used by God. This man was going around killing Christians. In a day's time, that's like somebody saying God could use Jeffrey Epstein. You know, this man was actually going around killing Christians, the last person you think. And then somebody might be out there listening to my voice thinking that I am insignificant. I am not important. But you don't know God's plan. You don't know how important that you are to that plan. The time to get aligned and be saved and be totally committed and submitted to Jesus is now. That's the only thing that secures you on your deathbed when you take your last breath, that you are a part of God's plan, because you can't be a part of God's plan unless he is totally your God. You're submitted completely unto him. That's the only way. You're thinking that, oh, my salvation is for me just to get out of hell. No, your salvation is more for you to get out of hell. Your salvation is to do God's will. You don't know what person that you might reach that's on the verge of going to hell themselves. You don't know how many people that are burning in hell that rejected God again and again. And it's not just because that they just rejected God again and again. They did not fulfill God's plan. They did not submit to God. They did not commit to God. And think of all the people that went to hell and how many people they influenced to go to hell with them. They did not follow God's plan. I submit to you today, while you have breath in your lungs, to stop the devil's plan to destroy, steal, kill, and destroy, and take your life before time. I submit to you to submit it to God. Submit your all. Make him Lord of every facet of your life, so you can be used to God in his master plan, because you are important. Don't let the devil or any demon or any spirit tell you that you're not. Your service to God, you, not your friend, not your mother, not your brother, not your sister, you are important to the plan of God.